Have you seen this headline at the New York Times? You probably haven't. Let me share it with you. See if you've heard this somewhere before. Republican hopefuls in New Hampshire attack Clinton more than one another. Where have you heard that, folks? I think you heard that on this program some days ago, maybe last week or the week before, in which I suggested, I imagine myself to be the campaign consultant for all 16 as a group. And I was advising them as a group. And so one of the pieces of advice I would offer is do not do what you normally do during a primary like this and go out and destroy each other. Go out and focus on Hillary Clinton. She is already the presumptive Democrat nominee. And you combine two things. When you focus on exposing Hillary Clinton, the media is not going to vet her. The media is not going to define her. Half the country doesn't know of the Hillary Clinton of the 90s. The millennials only know Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State, working with Barack Obama, first female president, all good stuff. They don't know the real Hillary Clinton. It's up to you guys to tell the people of this country who weren't alive or who weren't paying attention in the 90s who Hillary Clinton is. And in the process of doing that, you leave each other alone. You sink and swim on the basis of whether you can handle it yourself or not. And you expose liberalism at the same time because Hillary is. And this is what needs to be. And the New York Times followed the Republicans in New Hampshire. And by gosh, that's exactly what the Republicans did. I said we're going to go to the Rush sound bites, but I think I'm going to save that for the open and the top of the next hour. Let's start on the phones and tell me, line 1 or 2, which one do you want me to take here? I can either one of them. Which one? That would be Chuck in Virginia Beach. Chuckster, great to have you here. You're up first today on the EIB network. Hello.
Ditto, Rush. It's great to talk to you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, look, you just said on your program that the Republicans need to focus on Hillary Clinton. I disagree. Why? Especially during the primary, why can't they put forth a good, sound, conservative plan for America rather than sink to the Democrats' level of campaigning and using personal attacks?
No. That's exactly what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting that they go after Hillary by drawing a contrast between. I'm not just attack her for the sake of it.
Oh, no. I know that. But I'm just thinking, forget Hillary altogether, especially during the primary. Go ahead and put forth our conservative plans for America.
I don't think they can wait for the general because by the time the general comes around, the Republican candidate is going to be so damaged. Whoever the Republican nominee is going to go into the general election already damaged, maybe beyond repair, by the media, by the Democrats, and Hillary is going to be unscathed, if we follow your theory. Hillary needs to be damaged right now when there's a chance to do it. With 16, 15, whatever it is, Republicans defining her. I'm not talking about being mean to her. I'm talking about informing people who she is.
I don't care about being mean to her. I'm just thinking that the important thing for us to do is to put forth a plan that works for America and let the American voter hear it and know it. Yeah, don't attack each other. Remember the 11th commandment and all that. Just go forward and put forth our plans and argue the merits of our plans. And if the Democrats have something to say against that, say, what do you got that's any better? And I think the American people are smart enough to know that a good plan is going to work, and we can win with a good plan rather than going ahead and doing these political sniping at each other.
Well, let me make a prediction to you.
Okay.
The Republican candidates are, at one point, going to start in after another. It's the nature of the game. I would like to see it delayed for as long as possible. What I don't want to see, Chuck, in the process of us putting together our killer idea and killer plan, I don't want to see conservative nominee after conservative nominee after conservative nominee taken out and disqualified because he might not be a full-fledged conservative on a certain issue that, say, the Tea Party or some other conservative group demands. The history of these things is that we take out all the conservative candidates and leave the moderate establishment as the only guy standing. That's how we got Romney. That's how we got McCain. So rather than go after each other as being impure, on conservative issues here or there. The opportunity is based, going after Hillary, it's an opportunity based on the fact that there are a lot of Americans, Chuck, who do not know her the way you do. And you can't leave it to the assumption. You can't let it be assumed that people now know everything about Hillary, because many of them were not alive or were not old enough to know who Hillary is and what she was and what she did. And my whole point has been that if you go after Hillary, you're going after liberalism. You're drawing a contrast between Hillary and liberalism and conservatism, because obviously you advance your own agenda at the same time. And you point out how Hillary's doesn't work by pointing out the last 6 years and her role in it. It seems to me to be a slam dunk. But it's not one of these either or things. It's not as though if you go after Hillary, you don't advance your own agenda. You do both at the same time.